Well, I think there's also anything related to something that I would classify as more holistic, right? Where you're not talking about cutting and prescribing.
Right.
How do we get the body to heal itself? What are, and it could be anything from, acupuncture and massage therapy and a lot of things that I know a lot of people that
Yeah.
do all of these things. And I think this is another tool in the toolbox, like you said, where a lot of people are not getting the outcomes they want from maybe more traditional pathways,
Right.
that I think it's something that they should be educated that this is an option.
I couldn't agree more. I think the opioid epidemic fiasco really opened people's eyes
Right.
to think about what you're putting into the body, even if a doctor recommended it. Because as we know now, looking back, the two things that people were told when they were prescribed an opioid, number one, that it was non-addictive, because the doctors were told that.
Right.
Number two, that it was long-lasting. Again, another false statement.
Right.
Those were two of the biggest false statements that doctors and patients, I think, and that I've seen in my lifetime, that completely turned normal people into addicts.
Right.
Buying heroin in Lawrence, on the street, grandmothers
Right.
that were highly educated, that
Well, it created this dependency on
Yes.
this drug, and you had to continue to up your doses just to get the same effect, and just like
Yes.
any other drug. And I
Yeah.
think it is, we see a lot of that in the legal profession.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot has happened.
Yes.
The attorney generals of many states have gotten involved in
Yeah.
trying to recover, but unfortunately, there was a lot of people that were victimized, and families that were disrupted and
Oh my
broken
gosh.
up as a result of it. You're right.
I remember hearing at the beginning of all this some stories from patients, thankfully, who were able to get off of it, who were telling me their story, and it was always that they were going for help for pain. They had a knee injury, they had a back injury, they had a neck injury. They never ever dreamed that they would become addicted to that substance. It never crossed their mind. Nor did, I'm sure it never crossed the doctor's mind.
Right.
But it was such a slippery slope that by the time we caught up to all that, there was so many people that had passed, so many people that were addicted. It was a terrible situation. It still is.